Yo, what's up? Welcome. So, here is Arena, the thing that haunts me this entire last week. So, I actually did not complete Challenger, I did Champion, and even that was pretty hard for me. I did end up getting it done with 4 teams, but it is very end-game type teams because it requires a tons of, like, a decent amount of relics. I did do the Demon, I did do Savior, Death Sprint, then Knight, but since I'm going in order, let's do Death Sprint first. These are the teams that we're going to be running through. I gotta split this into 3 parts, my bad, because this took me like an hour to complete, so 20 minutes, I guess. Like, Assault Meliodas, I know, very awkward. Every single one of these units has their relic, which is an L, I think, for this, but this is the team I did it with, so that's what I'm going to be showing. Attack for melee, then Chandler is on HP lifesteal with crit defense. Same for Zeldris. And then Malascula is on crit defense with crit defense rolls. Specifically made for this, by the way. Like, also, I didn't even come up with this myself. I credit this to my boy Ju, and yeah, this team literally shreds through. There's a lot of variant teams that actually tried, but these were the ones that we actually got to complete with. There are other teams that could work with this, so I'm not gonna say no to them, but I'm just gonna be showing you what exactly I used to complete these. The lifesteal is basically just so Chandler and Zeldris can stay alive as long as possible. So that's basically all they need, survivability, because you want them lifestealing a lot. You don't want them dying off on you. This turn right here is going to be most likely your starting turn for every single one. There might be one or two if certain things die off, but that's going to be the starting phase most of the times. I look at the lifesteal he gets. Like right here, we just double AoE. So try to keep Zeldris as high as possible because you don't want an accident just happening and he dies. And we can get a kill with this, so we just go for it. And this is one thing I did not realize till later, but they always attack advantage unless that unit has such low HP that they straight up just ignore it. So most of the times you don't really have to like focus up for those plays, but it is something to pay attention to, especially for the starting turns. The display right here was kind of a mistake because I could have killed him and killed her with different cards. That's why we could have literally procced it. So I ended up wasting a few turns just to like finish up him alone. And my Cadra was not the best like after. Like all I want to actually do is just survive with max HP. And I can't have him like killing someone, so disabling him is like it's always gonna be your best choice because it guarantees that he's not gonna just throw his ult at you if he has it, you know? It's either that or you just completely remove it if he's the last one for you. Yeah, no melee singles again. So that's why it's taking such a long time. And this right here finishes them off because my assault melee actually is 5'6", so that's like perfect. I do not think you need him to be 5'6". Maybe 2. I think 1'6" does a lot of damage, but 2'3'6" should be more reasonable, I think. This right here is where stuff gets a little different. You see, once Rimuru is in any team and you're running Malascular strat, Rimuru has to be your target, because if someone dies and he removes your buff, you're basically dead, and most likely your run is going to be reset. And that's why you're going to be trying to get like as much HP as possible. So Rimuru is first target here and then King. After that, you can literally just do your best to heal up and move on. No crit, that sucks. He lives to see another day. Like, look at Zeldris' HP. That's why you like that AoE he has is so good for him, especially with the lifesteal. Like, he can fill it right back up with just that, which is pretty good. And one more thing I never really expected as well, like, he actually does damage. Like, Zeldris actually does damage. I never really expected him to do this much. Like, in certain situations, but I use him as like, there's no way he actually is gonna do insane damage, and he just kills. And I end up misplaying in certain parts because of it. I don't know why, I just never expected him to do as much damage as what he actually does in here. But I guess it attributes it to like every other aspect that is being buffed in here, because melee's like defense lowering, then there's Malascula, then he himself is buffing him. So there's a lot of stuff that I never really accounted for. Then too, I never really used this team on. I think this was the first time like we actually put this team into like good practice. So there's that. There was one other team that I used with Malascula, but that's like a red Matrona team. But that's gonna be for more challenger runs sometime this week. This right here was one of the times I never expected him to fully kill here, so like I didn't expect that ult to do that much damage. Like, I would have played it completely different had I known, but it is what it is. This team here is where stuff went a little shaky for me. Like, at this point we didn't have really like full HP for the some units, and I think it kind of costed me. Also, RNG kind of like gave the AI some unusual turns. Like, normally the first turn melee always dies as long as no one else has like lower HP than like him. He's always the first target every single time. and you're gonna be using this play right here, just to like try and get rid of Diane. Like as long as you can get rid of her, you can basically demolish the team. Very simple. But this is where stuff like really messed up. That one card that it drew was an AoE for Freya, and that literally destroyed me. Had she not drawn that, it would have been single targets, and my team goes down. One less Malaskula now. It's okay. And from this, Freya just fully gets her ult, and I'm gonna just infect and just do some damage and just quit it, because at that point they both are dead either way. So I just decided to do the moves and leave and just come in with another team. Okay, second team up is Bon. Like, and I'm running Rudy in this Bon because Infect apparently just helps a ton. So just doing this is like a huge up. What was said to me is like Rudy is better than Reinhardt in this aspect just because he has the Infect card. And I did choose this team specifically because the Philo Unknown team is next. Alright. Philo Nanashi Unknown Squad. Luckily, like, Festival Merlin is not in this squad, which makes this a lot more easy. Because she's like a hellhole. You can get a lot of bad RNG, especially once she procs. Like, her passive is a nightmare sometimes for me. RNG can really destroy me. But the only strat for him now is just like, I'm gonna try to push Bond's ultimate and just ult, because my Bond is 6/6, so I do get rupture damage, which is 2 times damage to buffed enemies. So that is my strategy. And there's no Rimuru in this squad, so I can use my buffs freely. Unfortunate that she keeps spamming the infect, but it is what it is. Like right here, I wish like they would stop giving her infect so I can actually get a heal before I go through, but it's like it seems to be impossible. Like having my Bond at this HP, I was actually thinking if this would kill, because that's kind of bad. Plus, I was thinking, there's no way I gotta reset and completely redo this just so I can get good HP. And thankfully, we actually kill. Moving on with this low HP though. Yep, and next team is actually Bond with Reinhardt, so yeah. It's actually crazy. Like, all I need here is to survive, and you can see my Bond's HP, so if this AI just decided, you know what? I'm gonna just go crazy and kill you, I'm literally, it's over. Like, I can't do anything. Luckily, we survived this. And we gain an opportunity. Like, all I need to do here is just ult and I can win. That's all I need to do. Like at that point, I was thinking, should I attack for a little bit of life, but I can't risk not getting another bond card because that would jeopardize the entire run. And luckily, we do get a merge, which helps. And we can't attack with bond just because of the author stance. So it's just about moving here and waiting. Like we play a very good patience game. Yeah. Right here, I was actually thinking I'm just gonna go in with full on everything. But I was actually doing this live and people were like, nah, don't risk it. Wait till he buffs so you guarantee the kill. So it's like just lifesteal and just double hits. So I just did that, but actually could have killed, but it's fine. We just wait like one more turn to get it done. At least take out like Reinhardt, so not too much trouble. Like look at this damage. Like that into this. All definitely kills. But we'll take it slower. It's fine. Like the recovery this team made for this run is actually amazing. So I got no complaints. And we just win with ult, and that's GG's for Tower 1. Took me 2 to get it done, but that's actually great. As compared to some other runs where you would be taking 3. Well, RNG plays a huge factor in this. So that is that. Yes, and I did say this was my second tower I cleared. So I will see you back for part 2. Until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Have a great day.